Hello, hello.
Hey.
Hey, hi to everyone who's already waiting inside Twitch chat. Thank you all for already turning up on time. And tonight is going to be a Div 3 game. It's the Div 3 Week 2 matches. It is going to be Grilled Chicken against Cobra Kai. Not too sure if we need to shout the Grilled Chicken because it's in all caps. So Grilled Chicken against Cobra Kai. And it's looking to be a pretty interesting matchup. I'm not too familiar with most of the people here. So we've got Harvey on the panel tonight. Hello, Harvey.
Hey, yeah, honestly, I have no idea who the players on Cobra Kai are other than Ifan. Very famous Asia Fortress medic who played Pocket last season, I believe. Came in second in Div 2. Bringing his mentorship to Div 3, I guess. This Japanese team is a mix of, I think, first-timers and some players who have played AFC in the past few seasons. I believe Moya has played past few seasons now. Moya is on medic. And I think the rest are maybe first-timers. Maybe there are some of them who've played, but I don't really recall. But yeah, from what I know from the Japanese team, I know they have good scouts and their demo is good, but in terms of DM, so I think on this map it might favor them. The only thing they have going against them is their ping.
Ooh.
And I think they also lack a main caller, which I think is really essential for this map because you don't want to bleed players on this map, but we'll see. I'm really not sure what to expect, so I guess we'll just let the match play out.
Yep, so we've got the map pool tonight is going to be Gully Wash and Koth Product. It does look like they will be playing Koth Product first because that was what the map was left on when the previous two teams left the server. So it's going to be Koth Product first before we move on to CP Gully Wash. We can go through the rosters really quickly though. For the side of Grilled Chicken, it's going to be Moya on Medic, Pesto Man as the Demo Man, Pocket is going to be Exia, his name right now is, yeah, he swapped it off back to Exia, that's going to be the Pocket. Roma is going to be Luke. I'm not too sure if it's if they're going to swap that around or if I got the rosters wrong, but those are your two solis. And your scouts are going to be Yaki as well as Cao Cao. For the side of Cobra Kai, we've got Raid and Thermal on the scouts. The solis are going to be Ifan as well as Guitar, Pocket and Roma respectively. Demoman is going to be Hollow. I believe his name tonight is going to be Hayed. And Dre, who is, can't really see his full name from the HUD, but he's Cobra Kai Young ... That is going to be Dre, the medic for the side of Cobra Kai. So we should be able to start momentarily. They're just waiting for me to toss them the green light. Of course, we are going to have to see if anyone can come up with predictions. Do you have any, Harvey?
I think one of these teams will win. And the other one will lose, maybe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that though. Yeah.
Such valuable insight as always. But yeah, we just gonna toss them the green light. Let me just type out ready when you are. Alright, didn't mean to have the chat box up on screen, but here we are. Once they are ready, we should be able to start the game. Once they're all ready and set to go, they're already inside the server and just having that pre-game frag and stuff. So just gonna have to wait and see who comes out on top for the first map of the night, which is of course going to be Koth Product, followed by CP Gully Wash. For those of you who are just joining us and are pretty much unfamiliar with the Asian TF2 scene, or well, the TF2 scene in general, the first map of the night is going to be King of the Hill map. So it is pretty much for this season and I guess the prior season as well. It's going to be a first to 3, and whoever gets first to 3 is going to take the map for the night. If it's a tie, we will, well, King of the Hill maps don't have ties. But in the case of the CP map, that we will be playing second. In the event that there's a tie, there will not be a golden cap because this is not the we haven't reached the playoff part of the season. So no golden caps. If it's a tie, it will be recorded as a tie, and the teams will get their points respectively. And we are going to be going live right now. We're going to follow GC Pesto Man as the Grilled Chicken's Pesto Man. It's making me really hungry talking about all this food. He's going to reach mid pretty early compared to the side of the Cobra Kai, and they're just going to start flooding onto the point as we speak. Sollies are going to be jumping all across the map. Luke just flying clean across, currently behind the boys of Cobra Kai, tossing out a couple of rockets, 68 health. Trying to make his way to the health pack. Spots the medic. Oh, bit of a precarious position. The medic's still oblivious though. Can he finish him off? No, Luke! Oh, what a huge shame. And does look like the grilled chickens are just losing most, if not all, their players. Just Pesto Man the only one up and just gonna go back to spawn.
I didn't really expect Blue to lose that, considering how fast Pesto was, and he did like 90 damage to a scout immediately before the scout even fired any shots. And also, they got an early frag on someone, as well as pressuring the demo, who rolled out by Concrete. So I think the problem was that Moya just got killed too easily. Like she just died solo to one soldier, which really shouldn't happen, considering how easy it is to deny them.
Oh, the heavy strats are out. We're gonna have iFun on that heavy roll once again, and it is gonna be a Koth map, so area denial from all those Solly bombs, that's gonna be pretty huge. Demo tries to jump in, and once again, just the heavy, just preventing him from doing anything at all. They're still holding on to this point. Their timer is gonna start ticking down, and they're just gonna see if they can grind out that Uber charge, which they do, and they have it right now, but so does the side of Cobra Kai. And they have a heavy as well, so that is going to pose a bit of a problem for them. The heavy is just gonna be standing on that rock behind the point. They're not too keen on going too far forward, because they are definitely well aware that both teams are gonna hold on to that Uber charge. Exia coming in from the connector side, trying to see if he can get any work done. Spots the heavy, and he's just going to pop the Uber charge really early, and the side of Cobra Kai still holding on to theirs. They have to single out the heavy, but the Uber is going to come out. It's going to save everyone. They have to run out. They're just going to start losing a lot of their players, and Moya's just gonna go down right now. Pesto Man goes down as well. The only person up's gonna be Exia, who grabs that health pack just in time. Scout not able to finish him off, and they're just gonna have to back out all the way to spawn once again. 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock for the side of Cobra Kai, and they're just gonna hang back and build Uber again, I guess.
Yeah, there's really no point shooting the heavy when you're going for a trade, because you have to tear through 450 health before you can actually force the medic, as compared to shooting the medic directly.
Solly's jumping on the right side for the perspective of the grilled chickens. He's going to get taken down though. That is going to be one Solly down, one less problem we got to worry about. Thermal right there trades apparently. No, he doesn't trade. He takes down the Devil Man, but he does get picked off in the end. And we're going to have Luke on the cliff side trying to see if he can get some work done. Goes in deep on the medic, 60 health, but once again, that heavy is just causing so much trouble. Exia trying his very best to get something done. Does get a force on that medic, and that is just going to be the silver lining that they potentially need to grab this point, but this is going to spark just a complete collapse down to Moya. They really need to clean her up before to deny any sort of pushes whatsoever. The scout just rushing in on his own. Cao a little bit strange right there, actually.
Oh, drops over to 2 pipes.
Oh no.
Really shouldn't have happened. Cao went in when his medic was at around 90%. Like, it's better to just wait in that situation, and now they're just gonna make a last ditch play, but I don't think anything's gonna come out of it because of the heavy behind the rock, as well as just having heals in general. So this round is gonna go to Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Pretty convincing and in a very dominating fashion.
I mean, as the match went on, it kind of seemed to be dominating, but I don't know, the grilled chicken players came out pretty early during their first rollout. They reached mid much earlier compared to the side of Cobra Kai. And I don't know, they just weren't able to follow up with that, and with like a clean sweep, you know, their timer was still at 3 minutes, so hopefully they can turn things around on this second round. And here we are, another mid fight. Solly's gonna be jumping up top straight away. Exia once again going all the way behind him. Everyone's turning around. Nice rocket, picks up that Solly right there. Can he finish him off? The answer is no. Grabs that health pack, I believe, but he's just not enough to do any cleanup whatsoever. The grilled chicken players are still trying to push forward. The side of Cobra Kai, we got Demo at the connect. Luke tries to rocket jump away, but rocket jumps to Solly Heaven instead. And that's just 3 players up at the front line. Cao just spawning in right now, and this is going to spark the counter push coming in from the Cobra Kai players. Wow. And it's just a bit of a slugfest on this point. Solly's jumping straight down. iFun back on that Solly roll, cleans up a couple of players, picks up the other Solly right there, and it is just going to be a bit of a massacre for the side of the grilled chicken, and they're just going to start backing out once again. They do have a slight Uber ad though, so this may spark something coming up from them.
We're not sure if they know whether they have the ad, and they might get forced early by this Solly on Cliff. No, he's just gonna get chased away. And this Scout's overextended might die to Cao Cao. Wow, baits him into a trap. Oh! They actually get Cobra Kai's back, so they have a full advantage here, and they honestly have the potential to clean up. But Moya pops Uber, and iFun's running his fat butt away to Cliff.
Yeah, still on that heavy roll. Solly jumps up, tries to finish him off. 44 health, not enough to kill him off. Yaki did get spotted out in the end. He was running on Spy to probably see if he can get that med drop, but didn't really need that help in the end. Pesto Man gonna get, once again, just absolutely wiped out of the sky. They're trying to recapture this point right now, and the players for the side of Grilled Chicken, oh, they're just dropping too many. Devilman coming in, has his sights down to Moya. Can she make it out? She does. The pipes, ooh, almost picks up Luke. But the medic's gonna be right there to heal him back up, and they're just gonna be fine. Hate getting really hungry, trying to go out for more kills, and they're just gonna go for the forward hole with the heavy as well. So this is gonna be a bit painful for the Grilled Chicken players to push out from this one.
Sniper and Spy with Uber. Okay, one guy changes to Scout. I guess this is the way of dealing with a heavy, right? Instead of pushing through the 450 health.
Oh, Yaki's behind the medic! Oh, he misses! Okay, he got the backstab in the end. So that's the medic down for them. They got that Uber charge as well. And Scouts are going to be up top in Chutney. Solly going to jump it up top at the cliff. Can he get the air shot? Oh, just barely misses him. They are going to clean up Thermal on the right side flank. Moya does pop that Uber charge though, so they really need to move forward and try to clean up. iFun is still behind them! No one spotted him yet? What? He was just standing on the box. Moya may get picked up. They have to clean up iFun!
Oh my god.
Oh! How do you not notice a fat Russian guy standing on a box?
I think, well, I have no words. And Yaki's still on Spy. I don't think he died from that previous encounter, so they really should know that he's on Spy here.
Alright, just remember to update the scores, my bad. Scores are now 1-0 in favor of Cobra Kai, but here we go, we are still in this right now, jumping straight down onto the medic. The Spy tried to go in for the backstab and the rocket just pushed the medic to safety. Huge shame. A bit of a counterintuitive offense right there coming out from the Grilled Chicken players, but Yaki is still on that spiral, making his way onto the boxes and trying to see if he can pick up that backstab from the medic. You got the Devilman just making his way back right there, doesn't spot the Spy of course, and the point's still in the hands of the Grilled Chicken players, a minute and 42 seconds counting down, and yeah, Moya goes down to that.
Yeah, I mean, you had to wonder at some point whether it was worth having the Spy after they already knew that you were on Spy, as compared to Scouts, which can really do a lot of damage on this map if you stay buffed and play around your medic and demo.
Hey, just spamming those pipes from the right side grass. We got some Solly peeking out through right there. Exia spots the medic. He needs to clean him up, but the Uber is going to get popped in the end, and they're just going to have to start running all the way back. I don't think it's smart to go out right now, but they should be able to. The Uber is going to fade. They aren't running that heavy right now, so that's one less thing they got to worry about. But the Devilman is just going to spam those pipes and sticky straight into their faces. They are going to do that forward haul once again. Try to get a blind hit, but didn't pick up anyone. Solly's going right there. Once again, Exia potentially going for the jump to get that medic. The medic is going to be right in front of his face. But Moya, once again, is just going to get picked up by iFun. Solly jumps away, and there's no one there to defend Moya. Not too sure what went down for the side of the Grilled Chicken players. But what they need to do right now is really just flood onto the medic. Dre needs to be taken down if they want to negate that. Solly's are going to be jumping forward. Pesto Man is the one to make the play. Can he get the kill? No, he can't. Medic just running too far away. 150 health, still out max. He does get a bit of damage done. Someone is trying to get him. Oh,
wow, Luke gets the medic in the end.
Good plays. They do equalize it, but they've got 38 seconds to make a move on this point. And they do have quite a bit of capture time on it. Cao Cao is out at the front line. He's trying his very best, facing off against the Demoman. Picks him up. He needs to move on to this point, facing off against the Scout 51 health, who has the more accurate left clicks, and the answer is going to be Raid.
When the Red Medic died, they actually lost Moya as well, so it completely defeats the point because you can't leapfrog Ubers.
Yeah.
But they're still gonna make a fight for the point here with their superior spawns. I guess it's just a last ditch effort because there's only 5 seconds left. Yaki actually does cap, but they don't have the numbers, and I expect Red Team to just cap this right back in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, everyone's just flooding back onto the point. We've got a players for there once again. iFun just comes clean across the map, picks up multiple players with the help of his Devilman. And I don't think Luke and Exia are going to be able to do anything with this whatsoever. Double Solid Bomb straight down onto the medic though. Tries their very best. Bit of a shame. And the other point goes into the hands of Cobra Kai.
Yeah, the mistake was Grilled Chicken losing their medic there, even though they got enemy medic, which is like, it completely negates the point of making a sacrificial play, right, for the enemy medic. So you're not even gonna get a leapfrog in Ubers, and you're just gonna reset without having kept the point.
Oh, Exia just getting absolutely demolished the moment he reaches mid. Scout's going to be jumping up top on the rocks, but there's everyone tossing damage into the face of Moya. Scout's trying to distract them, to get that attention away from Moya, but Moya's going to get taken down by Hayed instead, and they're just going to start flooding onto the rest of the players when they don't have any heals. Once again, the midpoint is going to go into the hands of the Cobra Kai players, and Grilled Chicken once again just on their back foot.
Yeah, I expect maybe a sacrificial 4-man sack again. Hopefully not 6-man, because losing your medic while going for a sack is pointless.
Yeah.
But Cobra Kai is forward holding. Cao Cao is rushing in alone. The medic is way out. They might actually get some cleanup here since they have no heals.
How is Moya still alive? How is she still alive? I don't know. Oh no, this may change things. Yaki, you gotta turn around! Okay, there you go. Protect your medic. Good job. Another scout comes in. Can Yaki defend this medic? The answer is no. This left click's just too strong. But they do pick up the other medic though, so silver lining. Can they clean up the other scout? He just makes it out barely. 59 health. The overheals from the medic just too strong. Luke might not want to go too far forward, but he just kept the point together with your friends and just wait for a medic there. Ooh. It's on that cliffside. Trying to see if we can get those picks. Moya! Oh, in the crosshairs. He does get spotted out though, so this is...
Oh my god, Moya's just... This is actually so risky. Moya just walking across the point knowing that there's a sniper there.
Oh dear, Moya. Someone needs to jump him. There you go. Solly jumps up top. He's going to get potentially denied though. The medic's going to right there. Maybe turn your attention. Grab the health pack. Exia tries his very best, but just not enough. Luke may get taken down. Jumps back to link up the rest of his teammates. They are going to hold on to this point for now. 2 minutes and 27 seconds counting down. But the red players are going to start flooding back in. Thermal trying to lead the charge to go to the rest of his team. Solly going to jumping straight deep in. That's going to be Guitar. Jumping right behind them. Nobody turning around to take care of him as of yet though. Thermal is going to be behind them as well. So that is definitely not going to be looking up. They may just jump forward, pick up the Solly, pick up Moya, and just massive cleanup on the players on this point. And Luke is just going to get absolutely wiped.
Moya dies after being the most forward person on the blue team for some reason. Playing all the way on the ammo pack on the right instead of being behind the team. And she just got picked off by a demo man spamming stickies, and which triggered the push with superior heals on red team.
Yep, so it's just going to be another forward. Nope, not going to hold forward this time around. They're just going to hang back, grind out that Uber charge, and just stand their ground. Kachao, iPhone's going to be on that sniper roll once again. Just hanging way back on the cliffside though, moving back to China to try to get some better sight lines. And this is going to be dangerous for Moya once again. She may just walk out straight into the face of the sniper. Luke is going to be on that cliffside. Exia is going to be on the grass, and let's see what they can do about this. Yaki's still on that spiral. He really wants to get that backstab again. And Exia is just jumping straight down onto the scout. Gets some pretty meaty damage, but not enough to kill anyone. And Yaki goes in a little bit too late. They do pop their recharge, and they're just going to hang back. Get a couple of kills, actually. And no one making a move on that point apart from the side of blue team. That's going to be Pestoman capping out for his team. Moya! Oh, a little bit too close for comfort. Yaki's still on that spiral behind the medic. No one has spotted him. He decloaks! Oh no! Oh, Scout just comes out just in time to spot him decloaking. If not, that would have potentially been a pretty nice backstab. And quite a bit of fragging going on this midpoint. They are going to get that Uber force. And this is definitely the side of, you know, they're just hanging all the way back in spawn. They're going to be able to have the Uber rad. So that is something that the Grilled Chicken players have to look out for.
Moya popped with 150 health to one soldier jumping her. So I felt like maybe she could have tried for a surf or milk. But she pops and time's roughly even, but like 60% add on red team. And I expect them to clinically push this.
Yeah.
From what we've been seeing so far this match. Which
they are going to do. They pop the Uber charge and they're just going to go in for the cleanup, and that's going to be Pestoman down, Cao down. iPhone going to jump as far forward as he can to see if he can catch anyone off, but that is going to be everyone being able to make it back to safety, I believe. We do have someone behind them, I think. Yaki is behind them. No, Luke is behind them. Waiting for someone to spawn, but no one's dead.
I was gonna say when Red Ubers in and Moya gets out, like the first thing she should be doing is building Uber, so you get it immediately. But she walks out with a scout to take a peek for whatever reason. 3v6 gets picked off by a soldier who came from her blind spot, and now once again she has missed a chance to leapfrog, and she's down by 60%.
So that's definitely not optimal for the side of the grilled chicken. Solly's going to be jumping straight down once again. Exia trying to make the move, but he's just going to get cleaned off the map. Luke finally making his move, coming in from behind them. The medic may get caught out. He's really low, trying to toss out those arrows, but Luke just can't land his rockets. With the help of that death rocket, finally picks up the medic, but maybe too little too late. 15 seconds left on the clock, and doesn't look like they're going to be able to make a move anytime soon.
Moya has better spawns here than the red medic, so I would like to see them like just blitz push and not be losing players. Just okay, never mind, they lose players. This still really good heals on the side of blue team though, and red team hasn't even started healing, like 2%. Okay.
Yep, Pistolman goes in for the desperate play and causes enough damage for the rest of the team to come and do some cleanup, and there you go. This is what we want to see coming up from the side of the Japanese players. 33 seconds left on the clock. They need to hold on to this. They do have slight Uberad, but it's definitely, well, it technically may get built in time. But the desperate push is going to start coming out immediately for the side of Cobra Kai. We got Papaya going to start jumping in. Iphon's going to start jumping in as well. That pogo straight across to their side. And they're just potentially going to start sandwiching them in the middle of that midpoint. Iphone going to be jumping straight down onto the medic, and Moya is still somehow surviving. Iphone still up and well. Luke trying his best to cause a distraction. Moya with that Uber charge ready to go has to pop it and save her teammates, which she does. Ooh, just barely picking up Pestoman, and there you go. First point of the night for the side of Grilled Chicken.
Right, so thankfully we have a game. I've noticed that Red Demo has always been going through concrete, and I would like to see blue team notice that and punish him, because he's really, really slow and he's getting a lot of spam.
Yep,
eating a lot of spam, I should say.
Once again, iPhone's just going straight behind them from the cliffside, going to jump onto the China and potentially bomb the medic right now. Moya not looking around, may get cleaned up by iPhone, but iPhone not able to land his rocket. Pestoman not turning around either, and that is... Oh, there you go. Yaki has to come in to save the day, and iPhone's going to get taken down. That's going to be Hollow right now. He's going to get taken down by the scouts. It does look like the Grilled Chicken players may have finally found their footing, and right as I say that, they are going to drop almost all their players, with Moya getting a kill with an arrow, taking down that Sol. He's going to be Scout v Scout ulti duo style, and who's going to be the superior Scout? Cao changes his attention to the medic, and the Solly comes in to assist them, and it does look like they may be able to grab this point.
Cool.
Cool. And pop that Uber right now in the face of that heavy, and they pick up the medic as well. This is going swimmingly for the side of Grilled Chicken, and looks like they just found the right amount of tenderness in that Grilled Chicken, man.
Alright, Yaki needs to change off Spy right now because you have Uber at. There's no point. If you should be expecting maybe a sack here or some form of push, some form of aggression, and you really want to be on a hit scan class to deny soldiers who are gonna be jumping into initiate like this. F1 goes behind. That's what he does. Gets his sights on the medic. Misses everything. Yeah.
Oh, the melee.
I mean, Ifan missed his rockets, but it doesn't mean that being on Spy was the right play. You know, you can't count on Ifan to miss his rockets. You have to be on Scout and protect your medic. And Moya dies. Yep.
That's a huge shame. That's a huge shame. I guess this is why Yaki is still on Spy. And just gonna wait for the medic to come out before he tries to get the backstab, I guess.
Yeah, maybe it's a bait play, you know. Oh my goodness!
I think they know there's a Spy now.
He drops! He
What?
drops to a trap, I think. Wow, okay.
Okay, they didn't need the Spy after all. iPhone's gonna get taken down. We still got Luke and Cao at the front lines. Luke trying his very best to do the cleanup, with Cao getting all the attention from his team. And Cao still alive with Luke doing the cleanup for him. That is the wombo combo we want to see. Moya's still dead, spawning in right now. Luke's still alive, trying to go face to face against that Sully. Not too hard when he's really pretty low. And the demo just coming in from behind and picking him off. They haven't grabbed the point yet. They're still going to be sitting at 3 minutes with Grilled Chicken players at a minute counting down. They are going to start making their way to the front lines, but just, you know, leaking in players one by one, not such a bright idea.
I fail to see what the point is of having this spy. In the past 2 minutes when there was the mid fight and then Ifan jumped in, got Moya, and then all that kind of, and then the medic dropped.
Yeah.
Like the other medic dropped a sticky trap. The spy did total of probably about 50 damage. So I'm really feeling to see the point of the spy.
Moya should be dead right now. Moya should be dead. Papaya King! Oh! Why? She was right there, but Moya survived. That's the silver lining. That's good for them. And they've got those heals. They got pretty equal Ubers though. We got the Dre not really healing, finally links up with Ifan, and just Moya closes the gap. We got Yaki back on that spiral. Why am I not surprised? Bumps into the Scout. Scout is aware of a bumps into him again.
Oh my goodness.
Yaki! Yaki, why? And here we go. Exia potentially going to be jumping in. They popped the recharge really early. They need to pick up that. They need to pick up the medic though. They do a pretty decent job of cleaning up. Heavy's going to be right there. And there you go, the counter Uber Pop coming in from the Cobra Kai. Exia once again still hiding around, juking around behind those rocks. The Uber is going to go off right now. The medic is going to be a little bit low. He's going to jump up top trying to land those rockets, but the medic is just juking about! Oh, Exia falls to the...
And the spy is dead.
And, oh, Yaki.
In the past 4 minutes, the spy has done, yeah, like, probably less than 200 damage.
Probably.
I think this is not working. I know that there's a heavy. Maybe even a sniper on the heavy would be better than this spy. Yeah.
So we got equal Ubers right now. They're just going to try to grind it out for both sides. I say both sides, but Moya isn't really going to be grinding out as efficiently as the side of Cobra Kai. Yaki's still going to be on that Spyro. Once you commit to the role, you got to commit all the way. Minute and 8 seconds counting down for the side of Cobra Kai. We got Exia once again jumping straight down into the face of the heavy. Jumps back out, but the scatter shots are going to be too strong. And the Grilled Chicken players just hanging a little bit too far back, waiting for their Uber charge. Once again, you know, they're heavy on that point. It's going to be pretty tough for them to push out. Cao Cao tries to go out to get some damage done, but they're heavy with that Tomislav. Oh, there you go, Yaki. Finally getting what he needs to do!
What? Oh, ridiculous.
Okay, maybe, you know, maybe we can turn a blind eye for all his spy doings earlier on, and there you go. Very good counter pop coming in from the side of the Grilled Chicken players. Cobra Kai gonna get pushed all the way back. They should be able to re-grab this midpoint right now. Cao Cao gonna stand on the point together with his medic, while the rest of the players are gonna be all the way front and center. And Papaya King gonna get taken out. We got Ifan behind them, I believe. No, he's just making his way back to the spawn with his teammates. So they are going to be able to hold on to this point. 53 seconds counting down. 31% Uber charge, relatively equal. They really need to grind it out. Scout going to be just bum rushing that medic, and it's just not going to work out. Solly once again comes flying on through, tries to pick up the medic, and he's just going to feed as well. Another Solly comes in, and apparently, third time's a charm. Moya goes down, and this is not looking up for the side of the Grilled Chickens.
Yeah, Moya could have served the first soldier better, but, you know, didn't serve. I guess it's also hard on 100 ping. And blue team might want to consider a forward hold to force them early.
Doesn't look like they intend to, yeah. 10 seconds counting now. We got some stickies placed on the point by Pesto Man, but they've got their full charge coming up momentarily. And Cobra Kai just gonna walk straight onto that point, pop that Ubi charge, and that is gonna be a Scout Bomb rush potentially. Scout is right in the face of the Demo Man. He's gonna get taken down. They're just stacking on that point right now. Holo gonna come in from behind. Moya does spot the Demo Man, but can she do what needs to be done? And the Scout just turns around a little bit too late. And this is desperate times. Yaki goes down. And Cao Cao is just getting pushed all the way back. 15 seconds left. They just need to cap the point. They need to flood on, clean up, and cap the point. 10 seconds left. They're standing on it right now. They're cleaning up quite a number of players. That's going to be Ray it down. Cao Cao with that domination. The rest of the team are finally making the way forward. The Solis are going to be a little bit low. Papaya King finally getting taken down. Kachao Ifan potentially falling not too far after that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Oh!
4 kills. 4 kills from the demo in a span of 1 second. Like,
Jesus
I would say like, it's a rookie mistake because the point was nearly capped, but you don't have to stick on it all the way, because as long as the bar is not empty, the round won't end. So they could have just focused frags while ensuring that the cap point doesn't go down to 0, but instead they all wanted to cap it as soon as possible, and then they all die to the same sticky and pipe from the demo.
Holy crap, that demo just cleaning up so many people. And just, oh, it looked up for that moment of time. It looked up for the side of Grilled Chicken. They could have potentially pushed it into another round, but the demo is just right-clicking everyone into the depths of the Shadow Realm. And they are going to be able to grab this first map of the night. 3-1 in favor of Cobra Kai. We've got the logs up on screen right now. Let's take a look at the top damager of the night. It's gonna be the Demoman, of course. 10.7 thousand damage. I'm pretty sure the last few seconds of that game was a factor in those damage numbers. Papaya King 8.3, and then we've got Cow Cow 7.9, not too far behind. Scout hanging up top with the damaging class, not too shabby for Cow Cow right there. And most amount of deaths. It's got to be Exio with 30 deaths, just constantly bombing. Luke not too far behind with 25. And shout outs to the medic for the side of Cobra Kai, 7 deaths right there. Moya with 19. Ugh. Bit of a shame.
Yeah, 12 more deaths than the enemy medic. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to win, especially on product where you can do so much around Ubers. And there's really no flank for you to work on. Like, you can't go for back caps, you can go for sneaky forces. Yeah, so it's a bit tough if your medic dies 12 times more than the enemy medic. And I guess also the unnecessary spy play was one of the factors which led him to lose. Instead, he could have been, shooting soldiers, playing with the medic, even giving the medic scout speed. Letting the medic leash onto you would have been good. But I think they didn't recognize when was a good time to play spy.
It's a bit of a shame that things turned out the way they did, but we are going to be moving on to the second map of the night, which is going to be CP Gully Wash. We've got everyone slowly making their way into the server. For those of you who are just joining us tonight, very good evening. Welcome to the Age of Fortress Cup Season 14. It's going to be the Week 2 matches for the Div 3 bracket. Tonight we have Grilled Chicken facing off against Cobra Kai. And first map of the night was Koth Product, 3-1 in favor of Cobra Kai. Pretty dominant performances right there. The players for the side of Grilled Chicken managed to somehow pull it back a little bit, but just the sticky deaths coming out from the Demo Man for Cobra Kai just solidified that win for them. And we are gonna see the second map for the night. Based on what you've been seeing so far, Harvey, do you have any predictions for Gully Wash?
I think Cobra Kai has been the smarter team of the two tonight. They've been more coordinated in their pushes. They're not bleeding as unnecessarily. They're also coming up with distraction plays from their soldiers that Grilled Chicken haven't been able to deal with. So I want to see a tie or at least a good game, but I think it's gonna be Cobra Kai taking this map.
Right, I'm gonna just say the other team because reasons, man. Just reasons. I mean, it looks like the Grilled Chicken players have slowly started to warm up. They're starting to get used to the ping right now. Based on what we've been seeing for the second half of the first map on product, they slowly started inching the way. They were performing pretty well on the product maps once they started realizing what they needed to do. But so far, what we've been seeing coming up pretty often for the side of Grilled Chicken is that they just send their solis in constantly for bombs. Like Exia goes in, dies 30 times, but he did quite a lot of work for their team. Cow Cow seems to be the scout that just goes in to do the cleanup as well, so that's another thing that we can look out for the side of Cobra Kai. Of course, we've got iFun who goes in deep almost all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him go all the way behind them, just jump through their big door, come out from their own choke. We're just gonna have to see how he decides to play those mid fights coming in, so we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Gully Wash, I would say, is a pretty good map for soldiers and to a lesser extent demo. And I think if teams like play properly, the scouts shouldn't be super impactful as compared to other maps like product, process, So and with iFun being the most experienced player in this server, as well as playing the pocket role, I expect a huge showing from him.
Yeah, so just gonna have to wait and see how they perform on this map. Hopefully the Grilled Chicken players, they pull forward a win tonight. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. It's not like a roll. We have some pretty close matchups between these two teams. So I'm looking forward to see what they can do on Gully Wash. Of course, let me just bring up the scoreboard for you guys to see their pings. For the side of Grilled Chicken, it averages around, let's say if we average them all out, it would be about 95 for all of them. For the side of the Cobra Kais, we've got about, I would say, 50-60 on average, if you even all of them out. So, ping advantage, of course, for the side of Cobra Kai, but, the Grilled Chicken players, they don't seem to mind.
Yeah, no idea what ping they get on Japanese server or even Hong Kong server. Well, Hong Kong server's down.
Yeah.
I heard Pure is trying to get a new host. Hopefully it gets up soon so we get more equal matches between countries.
That's right. Just waiting on everyone to ready up, and then we can start the second map of the night. Once again, for those of you who are just joining us, good evening. Welcome to the Age of Fortress Cup Season 14. It is going to be the Div 3 matchup between Grilled Chicken as well as Cobra Kai. We are on the second map of the night, which is going to be CP Gully Wash. First map of Koth Product did go into the hands of Cobra Kai, and it does look like we will be starting momentarily right now. We are going to be going live and going to follow Pesto Man for his rollout. He's seemingly better at rollouts compared to Hollow. That is going to be Hayed for the side of Cobra Kai. And let's actually see if he reaches mid earlier than Hayed. And the answer is a pretty solid yes. He's going to start spamming out that big door right as we speak, as will Hayed do the exact same thing. But a Sully once again just comes straight into his face. That's going to be Luke singling out that scout, and the medic is going to get isolated away from the rest of his team. No more heals at the front lines for the side of Cobra Kai. And it is just massive chaos at the front lines. Exia just holding on to their choke. Super Farmer going right there. Once again, this is going to be iFun. Picks up Moya. And Cao just goes behind them and cleans up their medics. So they do trade medics on this mid. But it does look like Cobra Kai is going to come out on top to grab this midpoint with iFun going back to grab some health first before he goes back onto this mid to face off against the Scout and the Solly. With Exia, who's really low, he's just going to go down to a random splash rocket. And mid fight once again still underway. Midpoint still up for grabs. We've got iFun coming in from the drop down and potentially going to be able to pick up someone. Grabs that health pack. Demomin give you right there. Pesto Man does jump away to the big door side.
Yo, if GC presses tap now, they see that they're down 2 players, so they really shouldn't be fighting this. And Moya's gonna die. Yep.
Just getting absolutely surrounded and sandwiched. So once again, they just lost Moya on that second mid fight. And this should be the moment where they start to back out, which they do.
Yeah. No idea why they decided to push, or like rather go in with 2 soldiers down. But they did, and Luke is on big door, gets spotted, should die in lower. They have a 50% advantage pushing last. I don't think GC can even contest second, so they might just roll this momentum into last.
Yeah, because you got your 3 players on a 4-second respawn timer. Sentry's going up, but I don't think he's gonna get up in time. iFun's already gonna be under the point. We don't have. We've just got a pyro and an engineer for the side of the Grilled Chickens. No one's checking under the point at the moment in time. iFun is still gonna be right there. Finally, Exia does spawn him out. iFun potentially gonna get cleaned up right now with Exia maybe going in for a trade. The Scout does come in and clean him up, and that's gonna be Rayed standing on the point. No one's gonna be turning around in time, and the Solly just joins him.
Pesto was on Quickie Bomb and didn't have any stickies on point, so even though they're at disadvantage, maybe yeah.
Pesto's still on Quickie Bomb. See what he can do with this. Might be ping coming in as a factor for him to swap out to this because of that faster fuse timing, and He's gonna start spamming out. Medic does eat a bit of damage, but he's gonna be fine, making his way up that elbow. Luke, we're gonna be jumping forward, and a little bit of a jitter lag right there, just gonna spell out the death for him. And iFun gonna be once just at the big door, waiting for an arrow coming up from his medic, but the scout Cao Cao is gonna be right there, potentially cleaning him up. Nice arrow comes up from the medic to bring him back up to full health, and full wipe once again for the side of GC.
There's no follow-up on the soldiers bombing from GC. I just see 2 soldiers bombing, and the 2 scouts, medic and demo from GC, praying that they get the medic, otherwise they just lose. Instead, you really should be committing your whole team. Especially if you're not putting pressure on the enemy scout, they're just free to deny your soldiers, and you're just gonna lose 2 soldiers for nothing.
Yep, iFun is still under the point. We don't have sticks on point either. We do have a engineer, but once again, no one checking under that point. They really need to. Pestilman does spot him in the end though, and doesn't look like he's going to be able to secure that kill, and they just pop the recharge and walk straight in. Thermal going to be the shiny scout of choice. Pyro doing a decent job of just comp blasting them to all hell. Medic going to get isolated once again, but Moya going to get cleaned up. Yaki has to stand on the point to start burning some shit, but yeah.
Ooh, family show.
Family show. Oh boy.
Alright, if GC doesn't commit their whole team to one side, they're not gonna win a single mid, I think. This is really not working for them.
So far every mid they've just been sending like Exia and Luke just go deep in.
Yeah, and then okay, I guess they're going up the enemy side now. This is good. At least they're committing all to one side.
Exia's going in, spots the medic inside that elbow. Can't really finish him off because he needs to reload, and that is going to be iFun going down, but Moya dead and Exia dead. Luke has to go in to finish the job, but they're just losing everybody. They've only got 2. They do trade that scout down, but Cao Cao's going to be the only one up, and he's going to be the only one getting out.
Red Medic was actually trapped in elbow or banana, whatever you call it, when Moya died, so they really could have made a all-in play for the Red Medic because he was trapped and couldn't really surf out. But I guess they just made the call, or like rather they just decided to kill the other classes instead. Yeah. And all that happened, the Red Medic just sneaked away back to his choke.
That's a shame, that's a shame. Once again, that's just going to toss that Uberad back into the hands of the Cobra Kai players. We've got iFun inside Riverside trading some rockets together with Exio, but nothing's going to get done right there. He's once again just going to jump straight on through, potentially. Going to get under that point once again, which they don't seem to like to check for the side of GC. They do have a heavy right now. It's going to be Cao Cao on their heavy roll. Yaki's going to get taken out. They pop their Uber charge, and iFun's going to be standing on the point. They have to do something. If not anything at all. The heavy is just trying his very best to shoot them down, and he's just cutting the grass. Just mowing down all these people. But we've just...
Oh, scout back cap.
Oh, no.
Wow, beats everything.
No.
Alright, well, if the scout did beef every single shot on the demo...
Yeah, he would have got it. It's a shame, but the silver lining for the side of GC, of course, there's good news for them. They are going to be able to hold on to this last point, but their players are going to slowly start spawning right now. Cao Cao on this sniper, trying to see if he can get those kills, potentially going back out to swap off. Does get spotted out, so they're going to avoid those sight lines. I do think they're going to start pushing in from Riverside as well. Everyone's just spamming each other out. So it's just going to be a spam fest. Okay.
So, I guess you wait for Uber here to take out the sentry. I don't think dry pushing into a sentry and a heavy is a good idea. Well, they're going to dry push. And turns out it's not a good idea.
Yeah, they dropped.
But they still have full ad, or like huge ad. Blue team's actually just not even gonna push out.
Someone's under the point. They're trying to do the bait. Spy's under the point.
Someone deal with him, please. Or he's gonna get your demo, and you're gonna push into last.
Now Hollow's the demo man, and he went spy. So this should be news for them to push out, because they don't have to worry about sticky traps. But they've got the Uber charge, so. And they pop it, and it's gonna be a massacre right now. They got the Doom Charge. Papaya gonna be jumping right across, and that's gonna be the Soli potentially gonna get destroyed. Papaya standing on the point, and Pyro comes down trying to finish him off. That is gonna be Yaki down, Luke down. Exia trying his very best to take people off. We're gonna see some left clicks coming up from the medic with those Uber Souls, plus 25s going all around, but just not enough to finish the job. And GC once again hold on to this final point. They've only got one person up for the side of Cobra Kai. He does get spotted out inside River, so they should be able to push out and cap this second point.
Oh, they have no medic, so they might not push out. Pesto is taking a 1v1 against the demo on second, and the demo's just gonna delay so that Pesto gets picked off by his
Moya, no.
response.
No! Okay. Luke goes down. Pesto dies to an arrow. It's going to be Yaki against the other scout, but Moya tossing out an arrow to assist his scout, and there you go. That's going to be 1 kill for Moya. And they're just going to have to hang back. I don't know why it took them so long to push out from last. I do think that they had their scouts up. They could have pushed out together with Pestoman to take down that Demoman easy peasy and kept second, but here we are back on last once again.
Yeah, I guess it's because Moya had a really late spawn. Like, didn't have a good spawn. Not really late, you know. The spawn still wasn't that good, so they didn't really want to push out with kills. I can understand that decision.
Ifan just once again waiting for a buff, I think, or waiting for a distraction play before he goes in under the point. Pestoman's gonna be right there though. I think he's got sticky trap, so the moment Ifan walks on through, he's pretty much gonna be tiny pieces in a lot of... Pesto!
He did that?
Pesto! Pesto! Why? Uber's gonna get popped for the side of Grilled Chicken, and this is gonna be an easy last point push for the side of Cobra Kai, unless they can pick up the medic, but it's gonna be Uber pop right now, and rush into last. They don't have all their players yet, so they're probably just gonna take their time, wait for everyone to reach the front lines, and then pop their Uber charge. So unless GC can get a force, it looks like it's a pretty much shut deal right now. Oh, they're still trying to push out though somehow. Thermal coming in from lower, making his way through the low lobby. Spots the medic. Moya is in a lot of trouble. And the Uber is going to get popped. And this is going to be Yaki standing on the point for his team. The Uber does fade for the side of Cobra Kai. Scout goes down. And the arrow coming out from the medic trying his very best. What are these jukes? Still alive for so long. Finally going to get taken out. Full white for the side of Cobra Kai. Finally GC can start pushing out onto that second point.
Except Moya is dead. So...
Oh boy.
Okay, well, doesn't get... Red team doesn't get forward spawns for their medic. So I guess they're gonna get a pretty solid stalemate hold on second. But it's just the problem, like Moya keeps dying, so that even if they win the fight, they really can't push.
Yeah.
Like they can't go based on the momentum with their Uber ad to push. So they're just stuck in this situation, and it seems like they have inferior DM as well, so... If it comes to a trade, I don't favor GC at all. So they really have to keep Moya alive here, I think.
Luke just watching that big door. Exia currently at the drop down, waiting for the medic to walk on through before he jumps. No, never mind, he backs out. Probably gonna wait for some overheal. Moya needs to arrow him. Never mind, Exia just goes back down. It's like, never mind, I'll do it at 182. The medic's gonna be right there. Jumps up, spots the medic. The Demoman's gonna be right there with the melees. Grabs the health pack, not enough. Scattershot comes in, and that was a bit of a distraction for them though. The GC players are going to start making their way onto this point right now. This is a very good distraction coming up from Exia. Uber's going to get popped and traded on this midpoint, and I don't see much getting done for the side of Cobra Kai unless...
Moya dead in 3. Okay, she runs.
Yeah, she's going to get sandwiched.
Yep. Moya dead in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, the problem was that when Moya Ubered, she had a scout fighting on lower who needed a flash, but she didn't flash a scout, and the scout died. Well, when he was fighting another soldier who was also low, which is essentially a 2-player swing, you know? Instead of getting a player, you don't get him and you lose a player. So...
That's a shame. They could have gotten that mid, but yeah, just... unfortunate turn of events. So second goes back into the hands of Cobra Kai. We got the GC players back on that last point. They've got a heavy, they've got a pyro, and they've got our dear friend Pesto Man inside River, just tossing out his iron bomber shots. 75% Uber charge for the side of Cobra Kai and counting. So they're gonna have that Uber ready to go very soon. They can just walk straight on through. But they've got their pyro. You see the pyro just hanging out right beside the shutter. And that may spell disaster if they decide to push from there, which they do not, and they're just gonna walk straight on through. The Ubers are gonna be on that Demoman. The Pyro trying his very best to comp blast the medic away from everyone. Heavy gonna be right there as well, and just clean up and cap it. Bit of a mess, actually. Hollow making his way through the choke this time around. And once again, we're going to see Pestleman already there, trying to spam out those people at the big door. Solly jumping up top. Exia once again trying to gain some ground for his team. Yaki going to be on the point as well. No one gains superiority on that nipple. We got Exia jumping up top as well. Luke is going to be behind him, tries to pick up the Solly. The Devilman is going to fall to his rockets. They do pick up 3 players for the side of Cobra Kai, but once again, they just lose everybody.
Yeah, and
Luke is going for the medic, which he should. He changes his mind. Okay.
If he's aware of the health, he can actually get a few kills, but he gets counter jumped MG style by Papaya King, who actually kills himself. Very unfortunate actually, because I think Yaki was chasing the red medic and chased around the corner, got Uber Sword, which gave him Uber. Yeah, because he missed a few pistol shots.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know why Moya's just going down so many times. Is it just the team not looking out for her, or just bad placement in general? But she's dying a lot more compared to Cobra Kai's medic. So they grab second and they've got 40% overcharge right now. Moya's going to be at 71, so we're just going to have to see how they decide to play with this. We got Yeki on that engineer role once again. They've got the overcharge, plus they've got that sentry, so it should make things a little bit easier, give them a bit of breathing room. Luke spots the entire of the red team inside that riverside, just trying to grind out that overcharge. I say grind, but he's just healing his solis. They're in no rush. And they've got that 3-point lead, so Solly and Scout just walking on through, trying to see if he can pick up that medic. Cow.
Oh, Moya drops 2 players. Moya drops a pocket, the Scout ran too far forward and she didn't follow him, and she drops him as well. Should be a straightforward push.
She gets that 25. Not enough, not going to do much with that. Medic going to be right there as well. Pyro has to try and do something. Yaki trying to get those rocket reflex. Papaya King going to get taken down. Medic's still going to be under, I believe. Not too sure if the medic died. No, medic's still alive somehow. Makes it out, surprisingly. But Moya's going to have that pretty sizable Uber ad, so this they may be able to push out with this, provided you've got people watching last. There you go. Yeki does spot the Scout trying to go in for that sneaky backcap play, but he's just going to potentially walk straight down and get that clean up on that medic unless they can clean him up, which they do, so good job to them. Grab that second point, and they've got that overcharge ready to go to push on to mid.
Yeah, let's see. I think this is their first proper Uber push, so we'll see how they handle it. Wow, red team's actually so close. They actually have the potential to just destroy everyone here, but Scouts aren't hitting their shots, and the red
Cow. Yeah, Cow just... Oh, he's so low, 25 health. Makes it out. That's such a shame. Red Medic makes it out as well, still alive. 84% overcharge. They really need to clean him up right now. Despite them being so close to that choke, I'm surprised they didn't pick up anyone apart from Papaya King, and instead they lost Extia. They just lost Pestleman. Somehow they're pushing on to second. Okay.
Oh, okay, back cap.
Solly's coming in.
I assume they're gonna get dealt with.
Yeah, they're just gonna get cleaned up right now. Cow just jumping about like a monkey. Still surviving against Thermal's onslaught. Finally going down. And
right, they should know they have ad here, so I don't really wanna. Yaki's in on the mat. Dies in and dies, and Moya is dead. Oh, what? Yeah. It was 4v4 and you had Uber ad. And I don't know. I don't really understand the rationale of that push. I guess they wanted to play off the distraction, but when the Scout goes in like that and walks past 3 people to shoot the medic, those 3 people are gonna look back at you and kill you immediately.
Yeah, Pestleman lands a nice pipe. Nice flicky pipe onto Thermal, but they are gonna lose this midpoint as we speak. Moya just spawns in, starts healing her teammates. We've got Dre already at 82% overcharge, so Solly. Ooh, Exia! At that front spawn is gonna back spawn in the end, and Hollow already trying to see if he can inch forward, lands that pipe on that Scout. Cow has no choice but to back out, eating that 100 damage to the face. He's gonna get taken out by Papaya King in the end, and we've got the players for the side of GC just backing out through the river. Moya makes it out alive, Scout makes it out alive, everyone's alive and happy, but they're going to have to defend this final point against an Uber charge. So this is going to be really dangerous. They're just going to pop the Uber and walk straight in, I believe. Come in from behind. That's interesting.
Moya might actually get this in time because they went under instead of going straight for her. And they're even gonna pop on point, which means they're not gonna cap. So I think Moya's gonna get this. I think Moya's gonna... She does get this. Okay. Uber's on the heavy, and red team should all be getting out now.
Yep.
Oh, I hear Battalions back up.
Uh-huh.
Is that a Conjurer? I think doing his shenanigans
Your
underneath.
medic is in secret. It does get spotted.
Oh,
Rushes in, gets that melee. Hollow's under the point right now.
okay.
Oh no.
They should know this.
They don't.
Or like they should
They
expect
don't! They don't!
Cool.
Please excuse me while I pick my jaw up from the floor. But, score right now is going to be 4-0 in favor of Cobra Kai. GC players once again going to tossing them clean across the map. You got your snipers getting run right now. Iphon's going to be on that sniper roll. Exia jumping forward. Sniper's going to spot it at the big door. He's going to start cleaning, picking up players. Papaya King's on Pyro. The throw classes are coming out right now. So you got 10 minutes left on the clock. It's more than enough time to turn things around, but the GC players need to stop doing this. Whatever it is that they're doing, they need to stop. Moya's dead right now. Died to Rayet's pistol shots. And, yeah.
Alright, so the question is, will red team push with this app and end this game early, or are they gonna just go for the 4-0 30-minute win?
Oh, please don't go for the 4-0 shenanigans. They've got the Uber out. They're starting to cap out that point. Solly's going right there. We got another Solly running direct hit as well. Tries to go in for the medic. Pretty decent attempt, but not enough damage at all whatsoever. He's going to get taken down. They're going to get the Uber charge as we speak. And potentially going to start walking straight into last. Scout's going to be right there. It does look like they're just going to go a solo Scouty rear potentially, I think. And my binds are messed up because they're running Iphone on Scout. Pop the recharge onto iPhone. Moya's going to be hanging around on the point. The floods are going to start coming in.
Ooh,
You do replay cleanup, that's right. Direct hit. Too fast for the Pyro. The reflect, especially with that ping. He does somehow take people down. Yaki going to be right there, but it's just not enough to do anything whatsoever. There you go. There's your 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think GC won a single middle. If I'm looking at the logs right now, they didn't. And I think it was really down to not committing to the same side. Therefore, your team gets picked off on different parts of the map. Like you just lose DM or like players at every part of the map, and also just Moya dying a lot, which really stemmed their push and didn't really allow them to continue with the momentum. Even though you win, like you managed to hold successfully, but if your medic dies, it really stops you in your tracks because once you just kept 1 point, you can't really move on.
Such a... I don't know. I really don't know why things are turning out the way they do, especially for the side of GC, man. Just Moya dying so many times. Take a look at the number of deaths Moya has. 15 compared to Dre's 4. Oh, that is definitely not optimal. Top frag is going to be Papaya King with 25 kills. Let's take a look at the KD ratios. It's going to be Papaya King as well, 1.7. 1.6 not too far behind. It's going to be Haid. That is Hollow, of course, and 1.5 for Rayed. That is going to be 765. Top damage is going to be Papaya King as well, followed by iPhone 7.5, and then GC's Exia coming in at 6.9. Haid not too far behind with 6.7. So it's just, I don't know, I really don't know why the Japanese players are just, you know, why the medic is just dying. Take a look at the medic stats. Moya only has 5 Uber charges compared to Dre's 12, and definitely the deaths are a factor.
Ping is definitely a factor.
As well,
when you lose
yes.
5-0 in such a fashion, you can't just attribute it to ping. That like it's not like a 200 ping difference, you know. Also, like GC were inferior in terms of decision making and also the way they played around the people who needed to be played around. And yeah, it's just overall Cobra Kai was just a superior team, and they actually played a lot tighter. they knew when to go for the plays and when not to.
Mm-hmm.
And more importantly, they cleaned up the soldiers of the enemy team better than GC scouts cleaning Cobra Kai soldiers on middle.
Bit of a shame. I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed the Koth map where GC they started turning things around, but when we just came to the CP maps, just got absolutely massacred. First round went by in like 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Second round, 1 minute and 33. Third round got a little bit close. That was just the stalemate bit when they were hanging about at last, and it's just mid fights were all won by Cobra Kai. It's just a huge shame of how things turned out. But it's only week 2. It's not the end of the world for the side of the GCs, of course. So that is definitely can look forward to more awesome TF2 coming out for the Div 3 bracket, especially from these two teams, GC as well as the CKs, Cobra Kais, and the Grilled Chickens. I really want to see the Grilled Chickens perform more or perform better in their upcoming matches. We're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm not sure like who are the powerhouses in Div 3. I assume that a team with Ifan playing a combo role would be a favorite, just because of how experienced he is.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about the other teams. Maybe you are more well acquainted with it.
Honestly, no. Honestly, no. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what else they can bring to the table. Both Cobra Kai as well as the Grilled Chickens, of course. Excuse me. That's gonna bring tonight's game to an end. A bit of a shame that it ended off the way it did. Was expecting the second map to be a little bit closer compared to what we saw on Koth Product. But that's gonna be it for tonight. 5-0 to Cobra Kai on Gully Wash, and 3-1 to Cobra Kai on Koth Product as well. They're gonna be able to take the 2 wins for tonight's for their week 2 game, and it's not the end of the world. Once again, it's not the end of the world for Grilled Chickens. You know, next week, may they come back stronger in the upcoming matches. Let's move on to shoutouts. Harvey, please.
Shout out to Steph and shout out to Mokorimon.
Nice. Shout out to everyone inside Twitch chat. Shout out to the people who are who just keep things alive. In the Asia Forts, of course, all the admins, the people who maintain the servers, the people who will update the servers, yada yada yada. You know who you are. Give yourself a pat on the back. Shout out to the AF LAN Planning Committee. You guys are awesome. Shout out to me, of course, because I'm heading that committee. But yeah, thank you all for coming to hang out. Shout out to the Cobra Kai players. Congratulations on your week 2 win. And that's gonna be it. We're just gonna wait and see if there are going to be any other matches to cast coming in, maybe tomorrow. Not too sure. We'll just have to look out for that. I will update Twitter as I will update the Asia Fort Discord, so keep your eyes peeled if we have any upcoming casts. But so far, no requests have been made, so that's probably going to be it for, potentially going to be it for this week, unless something comes in at the last minute. So that's it for tonight. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Good night, everyone.